The city-state of AlkenStar is considered, in gaming terms, a lawful neutral constitutional monarchy. Its capital, AlkenStar City itself, has roughly 53,600 citizens. Its people mainly are dwarves, a few flesh warps, Gurundi, gnomes, halflings, Kelishites, Orsani, and even a few ratfolk. Languages possibly and probably and usually spoken in the world are narrowed down to 3, Dwarvish, Kelish, and Orsani here in AlkenStar. 3 major factions that can be found in the City of Power are the Brass Guild, the Gold Hand Lodge, and of course the Shield Marshals. As far as religion is concerned, Bri, at the top of the list, the goddess of technology and inspiration. Aurori, the god of perfection and self-training. Torag, the dwarven god of the Allfather. Elestriel, god of the druids and nature. And of course, with commerce, Abadar, god of civilization and commerce itself. The city relies on several resources for this commerce, including importing and exporting alcohol, jewelry and gems, mercenaries, ores, seafood, spices and salts, and of course, weaponized technology. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns, No Glory podcast. We are playing, Outlaws of AlkenStar, a steampunk edition, a Wild West meets technology. Well, it's still Dungeons and Dragons. Well, it's still Pathfinder, 2nd edition, excuse me. And tonight, we're short on resources, as somebody texted me today. And that is why you got the sort of city stat breakdown in our earlier opener. Gentlemen, the scene comes down to the Bullet and Barrel Saloon, where some of you here in AlkenStar City are enjoying, well, I wouldn't say a drink on the house. I mean, she's kind, but she's not that kind. Enjoying one of the private meeting rooms, which you guys have sort of taken over, which has a, shall we say, secret door to a certain laboratory where our catfolk inventor and our local alchemist crazy inventor are hard at work protecting a very special formula that you witnessed being brought here by these fine fellows. Gentlemen, there are still places to go and leads to track down. And I believe your most recent lead pointed you towards the old Widget Works, or I should say the old Widget Works warehouse, which Phoebe can point out to you on a map. Speaking of maps, let's go to the map, Bump, bump. Pulling up the AlkenStar City map. Old Widget Works. Let's have a look here. It does not pop up on my map. I believe it's in Smokeside, obviously, hence the name Old. And at least anywhere from 4 to 6 city blocks from you guys, but that's okay. Hoofing it on foot after you guys sort of did the Sky Side tour, con some guards into saying that you're doing the castle tour. Pylo has gotten a little full of himself lately. He's, I wouldn't say he started a cult, but after winning the rodeo championship or whatever, he seems to have this small following of people that are interested in the ways of Geb, the ways of an undead nation. Now, the undead are, I wouldn't say they're tolerated or liked or anything here, but Pylo has such a disarming nature about him. I mean, he's just a skeleton. He's not diseased. He's not festering. He's not swinging big Godzilla arms around. He's just this tiny little skeleton in robes with this little mariachi voice. And you guys have all taken a liking to him. So has the audience, unfortunately for me. But he's been rather engaged with his little, shall we say, following lately. And when you guys went out to the main tap room, he'd gone. Bartender said he left word and he'll be back soon, maybe inside of 6 hours to a day. And he's just took off on you guys. So now you find yourselves a little short-handed. But tick-tock, Phoebe is still paranoid, and you guys are still trying to track down these powder keg punks that attacked you. Someone's hired them, and it's bad enough that you guys have the law, or at least one squad that's corrupt, that's convincing the law that you guys are outlaws. Some of you are, some of you aren't. What's the plan, guys? Are you guys willing to go it alone? Did you want to rent a bot? As I said, this town, has mercenaries. And if you guys wanted to pay the right price for the right gunslinger, alchemist, inventor, strong arm, no question asked, there are people that you can get your hands on. The problem is the delicate nature. You guys are sort of doing spy work, so you would probably have to keep this guy in the dark, go somewhere, tell him nothing, type of thing. So it's a slippery slope for I wouldn't say free help, but the DM running an NPC. But it's up to you. Guys, what do you want to do? You find yourselves, as I said, the scene comes back down to the back room at the Bullet and Barrel Saloon.
And this is after we got the information from the Hotfoot Hippodrome?
Yes. This is after the rodeo. This is after the Unts Club that, remember, they were like, burn it all, and you guys were running around up and down the...
I got my ass whooped.
You got your ass. Well, you came out strong, man, for a guy that we found in a corner in a warehouse that was like, like half dead and half buried. Memory's half gone.
It was fun, though. I liked the brawl mechanics.
Oh, yeah, that was like the light fight. Yeah, I forgot about those. I should use those in my home game with the wifey. So, guys, here we sit, waiting for Pilo to direct us. And without Pilo, I'm assuming you guys are looking at each other like...
It's so quiet in here. Sure would be nice to have some chitter-chatter bones.
I don't mind the silence, actually.
It's nice to hear your thoughts every now and again, I'd say. But not quite sure where our friend Pilo did go off to.
Excuse me while I delete the token that's plainly on the screen, sorry.
That said, though, we need to find out how we can cross paths with his Glaz Nixbricks. See if he can kind of line us up with the powder keg punks here.
What do we know about Glaz?
He's that monkey goblin that got kicked out of the lounge.
Longhorn Lounge.
Longhorn Lounge, thank you.
Yeah. Someone's been taking notes. He's got names and everything, but unfortunately, you don't have much intel on this guy. Now, you guys could run around town and collect intel, but then you're burning daylight as opposed to... Well, I guess there's something you said to be like digging up everything you can on your quarry before you go face them down. Gather information running around town is always an option in this system. Or did you guys just want to head on down there and see if he's there? Grab him by the collar and ask questions.
Do either of you think Phoebes might know anything about this Glaz?
I feel like if she knew, she'd tell us. She didn't seem to know anything about who could have hired these powder kegger
You're
punkers.
absolutely right.
Flashback to Pilo and Charwin asking Phoebe, and Charwin runs off to the bathroom, and she tells Pilo everything, and now he's gone, right? I didn't know. Leaning over the bar, she's like, up and coming, wannabe outlaws, dime a dozen, making a name for himself, blah, blah, blah. But the way of the town, like the latest, fastest gun or the latest whatever, The smart ones are the ones you don't hear too much about. You hear their name, but they don't get overly famous too quickly. So she warned you about that. This guy's been around for a little while, and his name's popped up here and there, not too much. So hasn't drawn too much attention. Is he one of them? Is he their leader? Is he your key to getting in with them? All good all good leads that I'm paying you to get out there and find out.
Maybe Nyx Brix has heard of Pilo the Great, and he would like to maybe recruit him to make money. And
that would be funny. You guys bust in the lair, and there's Pilo entertaining them. Hey fellas, they're all like scraping skin off their arms. Oh, hey fellas, I'm just making. Hey guys, what the hell are you doing? I tell you, like within, I don't know, 8th level, 10th level, this module caps or whatever, like the adventure, like it's a good thing this adventure caps at like 10th, because I would not want to see a 15th level Pilo influencing people that skin's bad, bones are good. You know what I mean? It's going to be the next, anyway, just saying. So you guys head out, do some gather intel. You want to head right to where you kind of know the old warehouse is? Scooby-Doo it and look for clues?
I don't know if we want to tip him off by like asking the whole town for him. Maybe we should just kind of go there and scope out the place.
Yeah, you agree?
Sounds like a plan.
I noticed that came from Drew and not Charwin.
Yeah.
The player's like, hey guys, we shouldn't fly this way. Charwin's not that smart. All right. Then heading on down to the next map, the ye old widget works, where in this case I am, rapidly trying to change maps and drag your minis from one locale to the next. But we find ourselves on the street. 1, 2, 3 little monkeys. On the street, happy as pie. You guys seen this?
I've got my collar popped high, so I'm trying to make it so nobody can see me.
No one can see us.
Or be able to identify us if we came back and be like, oh, those are the guys that were scoping us out.
Well, at least we don't have a walking skeleton. I mean, that would be pretty obvious.
No, just a dwarf with half metal parts or half clockwork parts.
Oh, they're a dime a dozen in AlkenStar.
I was going to say it.
Fair enough.
Not to be rude,
but we should walk in order where, I have no metal parts, and then, we've got the dwarf with some metal parts, and then we have a fully mechanized.
The evolution picture, yeah.
Walking in a line with Pilo at the front, and y'all die and end up being a skeleton. Geez, now he's got me doing his rhetoric, and he's not even here. God. So, fellas, what you're looking at, the ye old widget works. Well, not a saloon. But see if we've got something on the building itself. Rundown building, steam quarter, looks like any other. The widget works has a history that we didn't really get into, but you can guess that it actually probably made a bunch of gears and small mechanical parts that fit together, kind of thing back in the day. Old factory that lost its luster. Building gets too old, metal inside, catwalks going to get too rusty. For whatever reason, the person loses his shirt on a big gamble and like this type of thing.
Our old lore engineering.
Oh, okay. The building's intact. You don't think it's like demoed for destruction or it would like collapse on you. You don't think it doesn't look dangerous kind of thing. It's well built. It's one of the ones that were, I wouldn't say it's original building, but it was built back in the day when somebody had money and threw it in the building because they figured their industry would last forever. I want to build a warehouse going to last 100 years. It's wood, but it's reinforced structure and that kind of thing. They make you ever see kind construction when they're building like a Walmart or something, and you get the big red steel girders, right? They go up first, but it's basically A-frame houses, right? And then they start slapping up concrete and everything else, so that kind of thing. Not too shabby. Anyway, we stand on the northwest corner of the street, looking at it. There is a window and a door entryway on the west side. There's another little window on the north, and these windows are not from fire, but you get that black soot and the glass goes brown, that kind of thing. Wind, weather, grime, and the windows just go opaque, so you can't really see in them. There are double doors on the north of the building. Did you guys want to give this place a once around?
Yeah, I was going to say I want to
Okay.
go for a little walk around it.
You get to the south side of the building, and there's a small alley, but it's butt up against another building. And the alley isn't really passable. It's cluttered with junk and pipes and whatnot. Having to double back and going all the way around the north side and then coming over the east side, it's the same thing. This warehouse is cornered into a bunch of other warehouses that all face out. And some of these other places are either not so safe or a business that's still running that's obviously like, okay, not going to worry about that place. So a north side approach or a west side approach seems to be your only two options.
Are we going to try to go in, or do you guys want to, could we do like a stakeout?
See who comes and goes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Could I offer wiping one of the windows? I'm already looking a little old and decrepit. Could I like clean?
Sure, you go up. Where are you? You head up to a window. North one or west one?
Yeah, north one's good.
Okay. He goes up with a rag and starts wiping kind of thing. Manages to smear clean the grease on the outside, but there's still gross on the inside and doesn't really, doesn't help. You can, however, make out light. There's just enough clean on your side that you feel that there's a dim light source, like a lantern, on the other side of this glass. So somebody's home.
Well, hey guys, I think someone's here.
Not to mention you rubbing on the window. Whoop, 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 whoop. Somebody sitting at the desk turn around like, what the heck is that? Then you see a shadow. Oh, light's gone. Never mind.
I was gonna say if they came out, I was just gonna be like, well, now you got to give me money. I cleaned your window.
Oh, jeez. Sharwin's a archetype. Squeegee kid.
Well, I'm not sure if we should head in right away or maybe see if anybody else... See if we can recognize any of the comers and goers.
A lot of building to cover.
Not to mention you guys are... I wouldn't say you're so exposed you'd have to like hide across the street or whatever, but the marshals are hunting you. Like, we didn't just like walk on over sharing cotton candy and taking the sights. You guys had to keep your heads down, take back ways, like the law, which is everywhere, is looking for you guys and knows your faces, mostly anyway. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you stake out somewhere, it would need to be like a rooftop or, far away from the building. But again, there's always that looking over your shoulder.
We pretend to be like homeless people at the end of this little alleyway.
Yeah, you guys got deception skills and some materials to make up a disguise. Or go down the alley and throw on some garbage.
Yes, I have crafting, but I don't have deception.
Got into that one building, didn't you? By yourself? How did you do that?
I can pick a lock. I have a mechanism inside my finger.
You can probably all look homeless in 2 easy steps. Give me an intelligence roll. 2 very easy steps.
Ooh, 13.
Okay.
Natural one. Perfect.
That's new. Did you see how the one kind of shone like, you're screwed? It's like a little halo jump off that one there. That was good. You think there? Oh. The dice fell outside the box. You got an at 20, but all right. Charwin has no idea. He doesn't realize that he looks like a homeless person. Valentine, you get the bright idea with your feeble 13 that all we have to do is discard the dwarf's robo-arm. You get a one-armed dwarf, obviously homeless, and take off Charwin's poncho and put it on you. Because without his poncho, Charwin looks homeless with or without it. You have your disguise, Charwin's clothes, and one-armed dwarf, obviously homeless. Andreas Stoutbeard, with a natural 20, this is a terrible idea. Why are you asking the DM? Why are you going along with the crap I give you guys? Get rid of the dwarf's arm. He's one-armed dwarf. He's obviously homeless. Look at the homeless guy, share clothes, and we all look homeless. No.
Yeah, how long does it take to put your arm back on? 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
We'll be at it for a while, I think. Twice as long to put it back on as it did to take it off, right?
Yeah, really. It doesn't have like... I don't think it's detached. It's not really detachable, is it? Like it's integrated.
I would say no.
You could disassemble the arm, but it's That would be good though, like having a hub for a shoulder, and you have all these like arm attachments. Maybe we get up in level. You guys start crafting, and we have Buzzsaw Andreas, and we have Lance Andreas, and we have Raygun Andreas, and we're all broke walking around our skivvies, but he's got some cool arms, man. He's got like a golf bag that Charwin can carry like his caddy, and here, use this one. Anyway, I digress.
Something to aspire to.
Yeah, I digress. So what's it going to be, boys? Do we camp out, or do we sneak in, or do we kick open doors, guns a-blazing? What are we feeling here? Valentine's all for staking out, but of course he's not alive. He's got time on his hands. He doesn't have to eat, doesn't have to pee.
I'm good with trying to sneak in, maybe down near the alleyway, near the south.
That's a window at the bottom, just FYI.
Oh, that's a window down there?
But you could try to break in.
Well, gents, this is I'm pretty much just a one-trick pony, so I think I'll stay back and keep 6. Because I don't think I'll be able to follow you. The only thing I'll do is hinder.
Okay.
The party is down to 3. If someone sneaks in, unless you have somebody that's like mega stealth, can go in, recon, and come back and report, cool. But if you're just gonna I'll go, you really should keep the party together. Either everyone sneaks in, or you know what I mean? Because splitting the party when it's down to 3, probably a bad idea.
I've got high stealth.
Okay.
Not trained in stealth, and my dex is 10.
Oh, okay.
And I'm half metal.
in stealth.
Yeah, well, you guys could have like a player 2 breach while you watch, but I'm just saying you're within 20 feet of the window watching, and they're like, okay, all clear, come. Room's done, that type of thing, as opposed to you being across the street going, I wonder how they're doing. Look at all these watches I've built into my arm. I wonder how they're making out over there.
We break into the door and you become the door. Don't let anyone in.
That I can do.
So door, window, what's it going to be?
What's your preference there, Matt?
Okay, if we are going in, then let me have a crack at this door.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll try to stealth as long as I can, but know that I'm going to fail eventually, right?
Yeah.
No, I changed my mind. The window will be more inconspicuous.
So which one? There are 3.
The bottommost window.
Okay. All right. Again, dirty as crap, unfortunately. It's a big window. You guys can actually, post up. You got Valentine on the bottom of it, Charwin at the top, Andreas standing on the street. Give me a perception check, Andreas.
Oh. I don't know what happened there. Two
No, that's
came
fine.
at you.
That's fine. I meant in the tower, but that's fine. Yeah. Anyway. Because I know your go-to is like, and I will stand guard, and I will keep watch. It's like, okay, no one's come and go, right? And I look around, we wait for Andreas's signal, right? And then, okay. So, the window is, let's have a look here. The window is closed, but not locked. Give me a stealth check as you try to quietly unlatch it and open it enough for you to squeeze in, kind of thing.
Oh, I don't have to pick a lock.
No, it's not locked.
15.
Okay. Charwin, while he's sliding in here, what are you doing? You're gonna wait for him to get in there and look around, give you the all clear, or what's your play here? Andreas is standing guard.
Yeah, I think I'll just use perception and keep an eye on things.
Watch my back.
It's a very shiny back.
Just yell Pilo to signal me if someone is coming.
Pilo's not here.
The word is Pilo.
Oh my god.
Oh. Pilo's a word.
So, he opens the window ever so quietly. Lucky for us, it opens inward, right? And you peer around. Do you have any kind of dark vision? Valentine?
Checking.
What's your grade 8?
Low light.
You have low light vision. Okay. There's no lights or illumination in this room. With the outside lighting, as it were, you get a feeling for the dimensions of a room. Okay. It's 10, 20, 30 feet to a wall and along a shadowy distance as, the sun filters in through the room. You see double doors on an east wall. You seem to be not completely, but pretty much in the southwest corner of the room. The room itself is pretty sparse. You see pile of debris to the north. You look around, there's all kinds of black rope all coiled up along the wall that you're about to come in on. And there's some barrels tucked in the corner below the window, not under it, but south of it. There's a whole bunch of debris, leaves, sand, dirt, broken 2x4. There's this general scat, as you would the floor shows bare concrete, but there's sort of a general scat in this room. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss anything. If you had to guess, the portion of this warehouse probably held 2 floors of offices and has been demolished into one large chamber. The remnants of the walls on the second floor still cling to this room's outer walls. The debris from the structures piled up in the corners, hence all the scat I was talking about. Like someone demolished a wall and left all the drywall and planks and everything here. Northwest corner of the room sits a great big nest of rags. Softer scrap large enough to accommodate a large creature. Northwest up here, see that pile, you can kind of catch the corner of it. I guess I don't really have it on camera here. 1 second. Well, that's weird. I've revealed it to you guys. Do you need to step in? Get in there? No, he just disappears. That's strange.
Yeah, I can see the light shine in at that angle, but nothing else.
Let's see from your view. Huh. The only thing I can think of is the token that I've determined to be Dice-Wise audience. So as I was saying, you see the debris in the top corner there, and barrels in the bottom, and a whole bunch of rags and crap in the top corner, and a whole bunch of rope and shit right under the window next to the barrels. So you're gonna step in on a bunch of junk and ropes and stuff if you come in this way, unless you want to, I don't know, try to cling to a wall or climb the ceiling, but I don't know how climby you are. Anyway, the window. You look around. It's kind of quiet. Perception?
$17.
Okay. Around. No, seems empty. You don't see any people, and those double doors are closed. So, sweet.
Seems clear.
Yeah, seems so. Yeah. Charwin, sorry, you peeking in with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he opens the window, looks around. Sorry for the long-winded description, right? Just to stealth it in here, right? Looks all around. It's all clear, right? And you want to start going in, Valentine?
I'm going to draw my pistol.
Okay.
And sneak.
Okay. So he draws his pistol and he starts like legging over the window, entering, and you, with your massive 31 perception from earlier, the ropes move. So with that stealth roll that you gave me, I'm going to make that your initiative, Valentine. Andreas's perception check earlier. What was it? I'll
13.
13. I got a 12 and a 21 I'm looking at here. I'll be nice. I'll give you the first one.
Okay.
Charwin's perception that he got in the Tower of 31. And everybody else. Oh, okay. So he's about to move, and then Charwin, you see the ropes move like they are alive. Top of the initiative order, this rope is reacting to him entering. What do you do, Charwin? You go first.
I'd like to spend an action to alert him. So
Okay.
Blaster, look out!
Okay. So not just telling you, he actually possibly does something physically to not only warn you, but stop you so that you don't walk in, like step in. Okay. Now he hasn't gone yet, so this is all sort of the proverbial edge of initiative, because now I got to lock you guys in. And luckily for you, Blaster goes after you guys. So, soon as he opened that window, I started the clock and I did perception check on this creature, and it goes, he rolled 30. Huh? Light coming in on top of me, and what the hell, he's looking all around, all clear. Anyway, Charwin, perception, warning, got an action left. What do you want to do? Because it's time for battle.
Well, I don't think I had my spear out, so I will take my spear out.
Okay. Once again, we seem to be having trouble with this. There we go. That's better. Oh, I switched my monitors. That's why they're not coming up. That's better. Okay. So you are armed. Watch out. Andreas, you actually go next. Charwin's, quick to cry out, and since you are literally on alert, you go next with your 21. What do you want to do?
What do I see?
Perception?
If I don't see anything immediate, I'm just going to wait until I see something happening.
Okay. You see one guy.
I don't want to use an action.
Oh, okay. You see one guy trying to go in a window, one guy warning him. He didn't say what it is. He just said, look out. So there's maybe someone come through a doorway in there with a gun leveled at us. Maybe there's a trap or something that Charwin saw under the door. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, Charwin's, pulls out his weapon and is, literally holding it up to stop Buddy from just stepping in through the window with his gun out. So something just went down. We're probably either about to step on a trap or we just got busted. What do you want to do?
I'll wait.
Okay. Delay your action. Let me know when you want to jump back in. Blaster Valentine.
I feel the spear shaft hold me back in, and I'm like, thank you.
Okay.
I guess we might have to try somewhere else.
All right. Perception. See what he's on about. Locking your first action into that movement of you not opening the window and looking around, but actually trying to move. You step in and he stops you, kind of thing. You're like, what? Right? What'd you get?
22.
And, sorry, I'm in the tower. That's fine. Yes, you see in the shadows a massive tangle of ropes start to stir, and something is writhing. But until it's my turn, I'm not going to reveal what it is. What do you want to do? Something's moving.
Pull the window closed.
Okay. Hell no. Not bad. If maybe it's a pulley system and you're about to get flour topped on your head. Boy, you hated those other robots. Yeah, there you go. Cheryl says kill it with fire. That's her go-to. That's why we don't let you play anymore.
Fireball.
No, I'm
It's
just
wizard
kidding.
time.
It's wizard time. They're short a man. If you have a person with a fireball, they could use your help. It's laughing at me. So you slam the window shut, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try a different window.
Yeah. My turn. You guys see not a shadow, but something very large hits the window, like strikes it hard with the kind of force as if somebody took like a pail half full of water, wound it up and chucked it 10 feet and hits the window. Bang. Something the size of a bucket hits that window hard. Like as soon as you get it closed, it was coming for you. Boom. Hits the window, but the window holds. Or does it? Let's talk about hardness and thing. We got wood, stone, masonry, iron. Do we have glass? It's reinforced, but I don't know. What we got here? Stuck door, window, force open, 15. Oh, I like that. I wonder if this creature can force the window open. It's not supposed to open this window way, but I strike the window where a person was supposed to be. As a second action, I shake it off a little stunned. And as a third action, I try to, prod, push, use my creature strength to force the window open. Anyway, so you just see this big, like I said, there's no light in there, there's no shadow, there's no smear, but you guys see the window, you can hear it cracking under weight. It holds though. Unless you guys want to engage what's on the other side, I will stop the rounds. What do you guys want to do?
I'm good with trying a door.
Apparently they have a security system. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So back up to the front door like nothing happened. Hi, everybody. We were just, yeah.
We heard a sound back there. Everything okay?
Somebody was pranking you. Was rubbing windows and then trying to get in. And we scared them off. We're part of the homeowners association, right? So yeah. Guys,
So
back out. Back to the door.
Forget about this place. Let's just go find Bilo.
Good night, everybody. Troy's not here. Shortest episode. It was a 40-minute episode of.
I would prefer to try the north door so it's not so close to that window we just.
The double doors? Okay. So you guys go up to the big double doors up here on the street?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what you want to do...
Can I open... If I do a stealth roll, could I, like, open it stealthily? Or I guess I'll check it if it's locked first.
I would say they obviously have some kind of security going. So did you want to give the door the once over, or...
Yeah, I'll check if it's locked.
Okay.
I'm trapped.
These doors are not locked.
I rolled a 27 perception.
You're supposed to put those in the tower so I can say my favorite thing. I've already told you once tonight, so I'm discounting any perceptions I don't see in the tower. It's funny because when you suddenly use them as initiative, guess what? Yeah, you get to know what you net rolled, which is kind of silly in the system, but, you know. Shutting off the battle music, and the creature's all sad. Didn't get to do my thing. Excuse me while I move the camera crew. The audience doesn't see anything unless I move this stupid starlight thing with you guys. What happened?
Starlight, star bright.
Find a trail. Oh, you want to say it? Yeah, please come say it. I tried to get Cheryl, they were landing a ship in Coruscant, and after all this trouble and red tape, suddenly a pleasant voice comes over the comm finally and says, "Oh, you're cleared for this landing pad." And I'm like, "Come over and read these lines." And she came over, and unfortunately the angle, she can't read my screen. And I'm like, "No, I can't. Forget this." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, the person just quits on you guys, and you have no landing vector?" Oh, they thought it was funny. You got to roll with it, right? Show goes on. Anyway. You don't seem to find a trap.
Is it locked?
No, it's not.
I wanted to pick a lock, dang it.
Do you want to lock it and then test yourself?
Hold on, let me go in first. I'll lock it for you.
You can, as far as I know, you can actually, like, can you not lock a lock by picking it? Like, can you not reverse the process? Is that even possible?
I would
I don't
assume
know.
so.
Move the tumblers one way, why not?
Roll stealth.
Imagine you're sitting there with lockpicks and like, "Well, officer, I found this door open and I'm trying to secure it for the company. I was just trying to using picks." Yeah, they're gonna believe that.
Sounds like a Monty Python skit.
The misunderstood paladin is trying to do good around town and takes upon himself to okay. You try to stealthily jimmy this door open and it moves like not even quarter an inch and meets resistance on the other side.
Oh.
Not locked. And doesn't feel like it's barred because that would be flush with the door. You know, the door jamb starts to move. You get that quarter inch of movement like, "Oh, it's going to move now that I've taken it out of its hinge." Like, you know, you've opened it and now the bolt isn't holding it. You're free to open the door, but you get like maybe a quarter inch and then boonk, hit
Kill it
something.
with fire. I'm burning this door down.
Again, the constantly, "What are you doing, guys?" Setting up big campfire. These iron reinforced wooden doors are, you know, fetch some firewood for us or some kind of accelerant, constable, if you don't mind.
These doors seems to be blocked.
Oh, 1 second. You see what you did? Now he's trying to burn down the building. Let's kill it with fire.
I don't think we are getting in through here.
He says, "Smart man." Well, we've rubbed a window. We've disturbed something in the south side. Now we're like, you ever been in your house and someone tries to enter and it's locked? They don't even, like, they just push the bolt against the door, but you hear that at the front door of the house, you know? And then you get, "Honey, you know, I know my keys." You get the mad, angry text. "No, just me." Okay, never mind. Someone tries to come in and the air pressure in your living room moves like just even when it's locked, you know. Rattle, rattle, rattle. But you know what? As much as I joke, he did it stealthily. He did call out a stealth check. He said, "I try to quietly do this." Where's your stealth? Also was supposed to be in the tower, but that's fine.
Oh, you want stealth in the tower?
It's fine. Anyway, you quietly try to do it, and you meet some resistance. So it's not like you kick the door and it stops. So maybe maybe no one's been alerted. Hopefully. We're 0 for 3, but we're doing great.
Do you hold it open or do you close it stealthily too?
See this? I offered Drew to GM. I take that back. He would just be mean. You stealthily ease the door open. It's stuck. We leave. The DM goes.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, he didn't say give me a stealth check. Guy just reefs it shut. Oh man, these new up and coming GMs are cruel.
All right.
Come on, boys. Please don't tell me that. I know Davis was, as an inventor, was half the brains of the party, but do not tell me that you guys can't function without Pilo of all people. That upsets me.
Well, Charwin, it seems like all my choices have gone bad. How about you choose the next way we try to make it in here?
Well,
Charwin shrugs and just pounds on the door, just knocks.
He's got his bucket and his squeegee. Okay. Thump, 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 thump. Nothing.
This usually works.
You're
the door
stealthy.
open.
Okay, you're a gang. We assume there's a gang here. Who pounds on a door?
It's true.
The cops. Who is it? There's several of us in here.
Window washers.
Yeah, you hear people scattering inside. Jesus. We're here to clean your windows. We're so late. We're so sorry. It's been 7 years. Nope. No response.
No, I'll just force the door open.
Okay. Put the shoulder to it. Oh, those old man bones.
I'm assuming athletics.
Yep. You bounce. Athletics you can do openly. And your 18 fails.
Ooh.
You unlatch it so that it's not locked, and you throw your shoulder against it, give it a big hoof, and again, 1/4 inch to 1 inch tops, and you're met with solid resistance. Bam.
I think they got a boulder in front of the door.
Got something piled up there.
What if we jump through a window? Not the south one.
Okay, yes.
So the north west window, maybe.
How about you and I pick up Andreas and we throw him through the window? That may work well. Dwarf bomb.
That's gonna make noise though.
I think we're past noise at this point. Our ideas will only get worse.
Yeah, our stealthiness has been compromised. I think they know we are here now.
Admittedly, we've never been stealthy. I mean, even the first encounter of this game, our cat started shooting.
Very true.
At the bank?
Yeah, at the bank. He just started shooting up into the sky and alerted everyone.
We fight our way in, then I guess. Go back through the ropes.
I'm okay with taking my spear and just stabbing the window and, kind of rimming around the edges.
There is another door. There's a perfectly good door. One thing you've not tried.
On the west side?
Yeah. I mean, hey, they could have a giant ballista pointed at it the audience might find out coming up in our evil campaign this fall, but,
Yeah, we could try a door before we start.
If you are determined to take them by surprise, there are 2 windows here you have not tried. But I do think after all our rattling, you woke something up over there, came around the other side of the building. You know, I don't know, maybe they think the cops have surrounded them. You're doing great. They're all cowering in fear, you know, like, oh my God. They're barricading themselves in because they're, you know,
Do you have deception, Drew?
I do.
I feel like we should go with that window washer idea. Be like, we were walking by and saw your dirty windows. We offer our services.
true, but what happens when you are not window washers? They chase you off, or they go, okay, here's a quarter. Wash it. What do you mean I have a bucket of water? Like, it's a 30-second deception, right? You're here to find out. It's a good plan, but it's not a long-term plan.
We will only speak with your leader.
Bring him out, preferably prone and in handcuffs. Yeah, I know. Starting to miss Pilo, Spiegler. What we got going on here, guys? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we'll go to the door.
You gotta admit, he's a perfect description, right? You just the skeleton at the door. Hey, boss. Some skinny guy at the door wants you to join a cult.
Hey, Blaster, try this one.
Yeah.
Probably not ropes.
Okay.
A door? Perception? In the tower?
Yeah, I'll check the door.
Okay.
But Stoutbeard, you should go in first. Oh, shit, sorry.
No issues, I can do that.
Okay. Don't seem to find a trap. Door is not locked.
My pistol's still out.
Well, gentlemen, shall we? Here we
Do
go.
it.
Open the door.
Okay. And
I'm nervously looking at the window down at the end of the alley as he opens it.
opens the door. I'll bring my light source over here so we can all, so even the audience can see what wonders await.
So I'm going to choose to do the defend action in exploration so that way I can raise my shield if something comes up.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. This decrepit room looks as if it used to be a brightly painted lobby. Step in.
Step in.
Okay.
I'll advance so people can walk in as well.
Yep.
Step in Oakart.
Yeah. Get in there. Everybody gets in, yeah. Kind of thing. Now burn marks and graffiti smear the once brilliant yellow paint, and the windows have been boarded up with rotted wooden planks. Although they're grease and grime, you can't tell. A fine half counter runs east and west and separates the room. So you know those coat checks where they box a room, but then they cut out, like, there's a doorway, but they build a counter in it.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it's a door with like a little ledge and the door opens. This is a solid counter, 5 foot deep, chair and everything. Half counter runs east to west, separates the room. The northern half, accessible via a flimsy wooden door nearby, rusted off its hinges. A sturdier door on the southern wall leads further inside the decrepit warehouse. On the western wall, a door leading outside features a peephole on this side. So if you close the door, there's like a little latch that opens and it would like reveal, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, you guys step in, and behind the desk, I wouldn't say he's napping, but very surprised that he left the door unlocked. A dude is like, he's just dicking around in the room doing whatever. Do. And then he sees you guys come in, and he's all like, shit. Sees you guys, and you got him like dead to rights. Like he's armed and he's just standing there looking at you, bewildered. Like, how the hell did you get in? Like he left the door unlocked.
Good day, my good man. We're looking for a Glass Nix bricks. Would you, per se, know where we may find this gentleman?
Wait. What's the password? Almost relieved that you're just not the cops or actually looking for his boss.
We gave it already. That's how we got in.
You didn't give it to me.
Not important enough for us to give it to you. We're looking for Glaz.
I'm not supposed to let anybody in that doesn't give the password. You give it now, and he pulls a concoction from his hand, and corks pops off the lid, starts fizzing, or else.
Well, hold on. You do that, and you might burn everything.
I'm under strict orders not to. What'd you say?
Well, you know, if you do that, you're gonna burn everything.
Oh, right. Off you go. And starts stuffing a rag in the thing, trying to keep it from. Oh shit! And now he's completely absorbed with his concoction spilling over and burning his hands. He waves you guys in. Charwin for the save. Do you guys remember the note you found that said burn everything? It wasn't burn the warehouse. It was a prelude to a password that these guys would like.
That's sneaky.
Hey, they didn't say the door was locked. There are other doors in this building clearly marked locked. So I just ran with it. It's like, oh, you didn't have the door locked. They don't have him positioned behind the door. They have him positioned behind the desk. So Floyd here, you know. Nice save, Charwin. Right, in you go. So, yeah, he waves at you guys at the south door.
Okay, we'll move forward and open the door.
Yeah. Yoop.
I'll holster my weapons.
Okay. You guys want to put away your stuff? You don't look so aggressive. I guess waltzing in spear point first.
No, I'm keeping the shield. I'm keeping the shield out with my hammer out.
Yeah.
Put the spear on my back.
Okay. Open the door. And
I feel like it's not that unusual to see a dwarf walking around with his
there's shield in hand, but there's you guys have obvious weapons like holsters. Walking around with your gun out is not exactly diplomacy. Not to mention, how do you back up your threat? Your gun's already out. All you can do is hold up and cock it. I mean, or else, and then you pull back show the holster. Yeah? And you go, yeah. And you pull the gun. Yeah? Yeah. Then you cock it. There's 3 really good intimidations. You guys are going right for, I'm just saying. Anyway, Andreas, leading us in. Why won't that open?
Meet me at the clock tower at high noon.
Something like that. Yeah. Of course, this door's being dumb. I have had some trouble with some of these maps. I don't know if it's just because they say the doors are not tall enough or whatever, but anyway, 3 by 3, our mice enter the dwelling. And what do they see? Ooh, well, this room actually opens right up. That is to say, as soon as I get to the description and pull my...
I can't see anything.
Neither can I.
It's the magic of... One moment, please. I have so much to show you. Pretty much one room. You guys step in, and there's a little hallway, and it immediately opens up. Now, the south wall, this 5-foot forward hallway, opens out to the north, to the east, right away. You're following a south wall, which corners and leads into the bigger room. This spacious warehouse has been cleared out. And we're just going to bring up... has been cleared of most shelving units and storage niches, pushing all the barrels and crates and debris to the corners of the room, including in front of that door that you guys tried to get in, save for a 10-foot tall flattened pile constructed from crates and debris on the east side, way at the back. Atop this crude stage is an elaborate throne collected from discarded scraps of twisted, burned clockwork creatures. No, not swords. A U-shaped catwalk hangs, suspended from cables 20 feet above the floor. Tall ladders either end allow access to the swaying, rocking catwalk structure. A freestanding ladder laying on its side, nestled in the southeast corner. Crates stacked in front of nailed-shut loading bay doors. A large pair of double doors to the west lead to another part of the warehouse, if you get around that corner. Sitting on top of the throne, you guys see a creature with a gold tooth bullet sticking up way too high in a cuspid. I love that. Wearing a bandana, brightly rainbow-colored hair, big floppy ears, short, squat, resembling the stature of the scrapyard goblins, but he's completely covered in fur and has big sapien-type hands.
Don't let it get to water.
Up on the catwalk, I'll just show off a couple of... as we're taking in the room here. Up on the catwalk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obvious powder. These guys, they don't look like the guys you shot, but they have the same sort of like gang colors, crazy eyes. You know, they do look like very, like if someone said, hey, they're powder punk kegs, you'd be like, yeah, I'd believe it. 4 raggedy hooligans peer down from the catwalk above as their leader, guy back here on the throne, clad in a peculiar brass machinery resembling plate armor, rises to his feet atop a throne of clockwork junk. He rubs his gray-brown fur around his green eyes, like doing the goggle, whoop, 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 whoop. Before speaking, his voice surprisingly deep for a goblin. Do my eyes deceive me? Or did you actually track me down? Oh, you must either want to kill me. The hooligans above jolter and jeer, cocking hammers of their pistols and licking their vials of alchemist fire intimidatingly. He waves a hand at them. Or do you just want to know why? The leader's tail swishes back and forth excitingly. It is a monkey's tail. Why, that would be a bunch of power-snorting, fire-lighting hoodlums like us care about some egg thumper. Am I right? He idly fingers a delicate key in his clockwork armor. Then his face brightens suddenly as a thought just occurred to him. He's addressing the room, but there's that, like, the ongoing monologue where every time he asks a question, the yes men all like, yeah, or, you know, ha 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 kind of thing, right? Idly fingering a delicate key in his clockwork armor, his face brightens suddenly as though something just occurred to him. I give you a deal. One time only. You fight Bitey, my pet snake. I still fair and square. Whoever survives can ask me questions. Deal? His eyes dart between the party and a large pair of double doors to the west. You guys roll into the room. Catch all this in. What do you do?
Is he talking about the room that we kind of left?
Possibly, yeah.
What happens after the questions?
That's a good question.
You're not allowed to ask questions.
Yeah.
I assume you are Glaznix bricks. since you said we have found you, and you are the one we are looking for.
That's a question. I will tell you no more. You can fight us. And he points up, and these guys, like I said, have cocked hammers. They're ready to go. Right? Or you can fight, Bitey. Choose now. One time. Tick-tock. And he actually has several timepieces strapped to his arm, by the way.
I'll whisper to my companions, if we fight him, what's to say Bitey doesn't come out too?
Right now it's 5 on 3, or 3 on something called Bitey. Something possibly rope-like that we found in the other room called Bitey.
I do not fear this creature's challenge. We should fight it.
3-on-1 sounds better than numbers against us.
You guys look to Andreas. Look at Eric with his arms folded. He's like, he's gonna get you guys killed.
Tick tock, let's go.
Yeah, okay. You want to? Okay. You guys agree?
Bring it on.
I accept your challenge.
Awesome.
Creature.
Excellent. And like the guys all up, like they're all cheering, like, yeah. You don't know if they're cheering the monster that's gonna eat you, or cheering what's going on, but it's like, all right. Anyway, he pulls the key from his armor and tosses it way across the room, like 10, 20, 30. It lands between the drain, that's rust, not blood, I swear, in the middle of the room, about 10 feet from Andreas. And, as if that's obvious, like, here's your key, and points at the door way over there. Here you go. We're not going to open the door for you and go into that room. What do you do?
Well, I guess Charwin will pick it up.
Okay. Sharon goes, picks up the key. Head on over and open the doors. Yeah. Okay. Do. I'm going to miss him. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're going to back up Charwin? You're just going to stand there. Yes, Valentine? Do you go with? Or are you going to stay post up on this corner?
I want to climb up the ladder onto the catwalk.
Okay. So these guys moved to unlock the door, and you moved directly to the catwalk to the base of the ladder?
I wanted to go to the other ladder.
Okay. You move over to this ladder?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You guys see him do this? You know the second he starts climbing, it's on. 5 on 3. Hopefully Charwin doesn't unlock that door before you get halfway up that ladder.
Wait, he doesn't just give me a warning as soon as I put my hand on the ladder? No, you can't climb up there?
Why would I? I literally threatened you and said, hey, tell you what. Like these guys, they came in, they all armed themselves, cocked their hammers, and they're making fun like we're going to kill you. And then it's like, he goes, well, hang on. Let them fight our pet. One-time deal. Go. And you guys are like, okay. You come over going, oh, what? I could start shooting at you now because you're obviously not going for the door. So these guys.
I thought the beast was going to come in here and we're going to fight it in here.
Oh, you wanted, no. No, you go fight Bitey.
Oh, yeah, no. I thought as soon as the doors opened, it was running in there.
Ah, sorry, I misunderstood. You want your back to a ladder so that you can get up the catwalk for height.
Yeah, I was going to shoot down from up there.
Oh, okay.
But if we have to go in the room, then I won't do that.
Okay. Well, I will say that there is no what you're supposed to do, but they might obviously interpret what you're doing as, this guy doesn't want to fight Bitey. All right. We'll fight you. They fight Bitey, and if they live, they can ask me questions. So, initiative, Perception, main page. You guys know what you're getting into.
I'll redraw my weapons before we enter.
Oh, yeah. By all means.
Ooh, 30 for Charwin.
Nice.
$27.
18.
Okay. Charwin. Are you all ready? Unlock the door.
Yep.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that for free. But you're going to need to spend an action to open the door.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Okay. Is it shift or alt? Opens the door. 2 actions left. What is your vision?
I have regular vision.
A dark room. Opens the door. You know. You stated earlier that to appear nice, you put your spear away. You came out. You picked up the key. Get to the door. It's a little confusion with Valentine. You get him on the right. Right. Now they have no problem with you like standing back at the door, guns ready. Like you're 20 feet from the door and it might bust out. They got no problem with you like standing back from the door, Valentine. But if you start climbing a ladder, like you want advantage or get near them and like, oh, sorry, your guy fell. You know what I mean? Like, no, they're not having that. You'll probably have a guy with a gun to the top of your head by the time you get halfway up that ladder. So,
Okay, I might take a diagonal step to the southeast and prep my spear.
okay. Open door, step back, get spear ready.
I mean, they want to see the show anyway, right? They don't want us to just go in a room and then they not see anything.
Not your fault Snake gets out. I mean, if the ropes get out.
And if we die, I mean, I like to think that they'll hurt them. So
Wouldn't it be great if it was just a great big bucket on the end of a rope that was animated?
it's Pylo's animated guts.
It's a spell
They've just
gone
been
wrong.
gathering over time.
Oh my god. We found this creature eons ago near the scrapyard. It's Pylo's last act of massive necromancy. That'd be awesome. Blaster, you're up. Get your guns out. And what?
I line up for
Okay.
a good
Did you want
shot.
Did you want to ready an action? What you can do is you can spend 2 actions now, your last 2, to you tell me what the trigger is, and you can make a single action. So it's like, say, like something comes through that door, I shoot it, and you get a shot to ready an action, and it will trigger your initiative back down to that point. Or you can just wait.
I was gonna say I want to take a 5-foot step north,
Yep. Okay.
so I have a clear line of sight.
Yep.
And then ready in action.
Okay. 1 to pull the guns, 1 to step. You need 2 to ready an action.
No, I pulled my guns before we entered combat.
Oh, that's right. You were pulling guns and then trying to climb. Fair enough. Step up, ready in action. And what is the trigger?
As soon as I see Bitey,
What you believe to be Buddy?
shoot.
Anything that's not us, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any perceived threat, I will shoot.
Okay. Andreas, posted on the north side of the door, SWAT team style. You're sitting there. Charwin's opened the door and moved down. You're above the door. You're not in the line of fire, though you could step into it. But anyway, Valentine peering in the room. Looks like he's still looking. Like, obviously, there isn't anything right there. What do you want to do?
May Bry's divine grace bless our arms this afternoon. And I walk around the corner and into the room.
Ooh, is that a spell? Cast
Yes,
guidance?
Bless.
I
Bless.
cast bless. Okay. Read me the bless spell.
Oh, yeah, that's not the new one. Okay.
Do I need to target these guys, including yourself?
You'll have to remind me how to cast spells in Fantasy Grounds here.
Okay. I'm pretty sure bless starts on yourself, and as you constantly maintain it, it starts working its way out like an aura.
Yeah, it does. But initially, I only get the 5-foot emanation. So how do I get the first 5-foot emanation?
I would just have you cast it and then recast it as the emanation overlaps them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you've cast Bless, and it says that you have an attack status. So you're good. So it's on you. How many actions to cast spell?
2.
Okay. And then you move into the room.
Correct.
Okay. And your movement is what, 20 feet?
Yep.
Okay. You don't have to move 20 feet blindly. I'm just saying, you have up 20 feet. Step into the room is at least 10. Do you have dark vision? You're a dwarf.
Yes, I do.
All right. What do we see? You see the biggest freaking snake you've ever seen in your life. It is black on top, and now that it has reared its large cobra head, underneath it's kind of silver. So under the cobra head and facing you, or I should say facing the window, poke at the window, is a large, and I do mean 4 square, 10-foot reach, large snake. This thing is very big. Oh, so big. How big? Well, let me show you a picture so y'all can get acquainted.
Cool.
This is Bitey. Gray and black. And in this corner, weighing in at
Gray and black and high on a bunch of blaze.
All right. So I'll walk into the room and start hammering my shield with my hammer and say, "Come on, you overgrown garden snake, let's go."
Oh, nice. Can I have that awesome intimidation again with some feeling? Actually, I guess for you, it's just like all day, and you just can say it casually, right? He's like, "Oh,
Yes.
Here we go, here we go."
Yeah, I think his
Bring
last
it on.
action was moving
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like I said. I'm used to the grandstanding that Spiegel and I do all the time. Dwarf's like, "Yeah, come on, let's get some." All right. Also, it looks cool because technically he's out of actions, right? So it's like, I'm not going to charge you. Come to me. Okay. Why, yes, it does. This thing moves 5-10 feet forward and then lunges and strikes at our dwarf. You get your shield up, dwarfy? Or did you press the magic button? Get the shield up?
No, I didn't have an action to raise my shield.
Oh, okay. Well, you came in with the shield, ready to do, and yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right, because you
but,
cast a
yeah.
spell. Yeah, that's fine. Fa-bam! Fangs come at you. Okay. This thing strikes at you like you are a solid mass. And for whatever reason, whether it's debris or it just sees you like a solid creature and goes right for like the shield, the arm, like the shield's like a big exposed piece of flesh, right? It just literally comes at you and misjudges and hits you with its face and nose before it can open its mouth fully and close fangs. You know what I mean? Like almost like it's nearsighted.
Nice.
Or maybe it's just reacting to you in the dark because it does not have dark vision. Now, there are humans and gnomes and stuff in here. It's not very well lit. There's enough ambient light, like from cracks in the ceiling and stuff, that I've said, you guys can see what's going on in the warehouse. But I still want you guys to consider the warehouse. You're walking to a barn, right? You can see everything clearly, but technically you're doused in shadow because there's such strong lines of light coming through the slits. It's like that, where just like any corner or anything within 20 or 30 feet away from anything else is considered shadowy illumination, and you guys can even hide yourselves or shit can hide from you. Anyway, whatever reasons, bam, this thing hits you with a natural 1. Yep. A creature with a name, open bid, natural 1. So I'm going to draw a fumble card for Bitey.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, anyway, so like I said, it slams itself off of the corner of your shield and rips part of its skin and starts bleeding down the side of its head and takes 1d8 persistent bleed damage. Ow. I hurt myself.
Oh, poor Bitey.
I know, eh? Eric, would you roll a d8 for me, please?
I can imagine Glaz is yelling over there, "You stupid, slimy fucker."
I'm seeing
5.
Can't see anything just yet. 5, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they're just hoping you put it down. Obviously, it's not, the snake's not in its heyday if its opening bid is a missed lunge and a natural 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I've taken the bleed damage. I don't know if I got to come around a full round again before I start making my flat checks, or if I get to make them right away.
It'll do it at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
It should do it automatically. Oh, I don't know if it does it automatically in here. Sorry.
No, I haven't. I pulled a card for bleed, so anyway, that's right. Raw 20. Another natural 1. I will continue to bleed into the next round. So this comes at you, and they all go, ah, like they hear the big ding, right? But you're not like fumbling around the floor. The snake backs off, and they're just watching. All right, Charwin.
Does Blaster see it in order to use his...
Nope, he does not have line of sight on this creature, I'm afraid. Hang on a second. Can you actually see from your mini's perspective?
I can.
Can you? Okay. Did you want to take a shot through your friend? He gives a +1.
Yeah, I'll take the shot.
Okay, so this thing attacks, and before we go to next round, that activates you, putting you at the bottom of the round. And you take your shot. Just take a -1 in the modifier for me.
Got it.
Okay. And shoot. Oh, don't forget to target me.
Oops.
It's all right. 17. I'll let you know if you hit. Actually, you know what you can do? We can drag your 17 right over onto Bitey, and that is a miss.
All right.
Shoot and miss. Right between the dwarf's legs. The gunshot rattles the snake, and it, jeers away at the last minute, tearing itself on the edge of the... Sure, it was all your fault. Because I'm awesome. I can't accept this natural 1. I'm sorry, it's not my script, so we'll blame the gunman for rattling the snake. And that's how I took bleed damage, everyone. That's how I'll be recorded in history.
Do I go back to my other previous spot in the...
No. So when you've acted, it's put you at that spot. So basically, as Bitey moves, where's Bitey's initiative here? Bitey triggers you at 14. So I'm going to make yours 15 because his actions trigger yours. So that drops you to 15 right before Bitey because he triggered you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or I'm pretty sure it's just before as opposed to just after. He did. Oh, I guess it would be just after. Technically, he does.
But yeah, if I go after him this round, then I would technically...
Well, anyway, he's moved. And bang, because I saw it and I triggered him, right? Like, we screwed up by not calling it out. Thank you, Drew. Anyway, you're fine. Round 2, Charwin.
So I can't see him, so I will...
but you do have a key to a door if you want to open the other one.
I don't think he can get through a door, maybe, so I'm going to leave that other one closed.
Knowledge nature? Druid? Snake squeeze, man. I'll go right through that 5-foot door. That's fine.
18.
Snakes are known for squeezing through small space. No, it's that one door is all I need. I'll come out and surprise you all. If you look carefully, there's actually a door jamb between the double doors.
Oh yeah, there is.
So if you're worried about opening a 10-foot wide space, technically you're not. I don't know if you want to spend actions fumbling with a key, because now I will make you step up, unlock, and open the door. That's 3 actions, but depends on how bad you want visibility.
No, I think I'll go side to side with Andreas.
Okay. So
I'll just go to his north.
Okay, so you go 5 to... Okay, you step into the room, and as you exit his square to the north, this thing, and that's a big if, let me just double check, you're provoking from my reach, because you're moving through squares I threaten. Let's see if this thing actually has any kind of 16 feet, 200 pounds, can climb trees in seconds. It's an emperor cobra. We'll make use of your knowledge as if it were a recall. That's an emperor cobra. Please tell your friends it's 16 feet long. Did you know it's 16 feet long, 200 pounds, and can climb trees easily? No, I didn't know that. Shut up and fight. Nope. I don't believe it has any kind of... I have all kinds of neat abilities, but no, I do not seem to have like attack of opportunity. So it tracks you, but it waits for its moment to strike kind of thing. It just doesn't just like blindly reach out. So Charwin, you move and then do what?
Let's see. I will try to cast Hydraulic Push.
Okay.
It's targeted.
Now, just for the record, I kind of threw the nature recall at you for free. You didn't ask for it. So audience, please don't penalize him that action. I'm just, for funsies and flavor.
Then +1 from Bless as well.
Oh, right. Right.
Next to you,
Yeah.
Good call.
So if you...
I got him targeted. 20 for a miss. Sad. But that's all I got.
Doesn't say you... Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't see his name, so I thought maybe you weren't targeted, but no, Bitey's got a decent AC, guys. Definitely between speed and Anyway, where were we? Charwin, come in, cast, water goes sloshing across the floor, and it just splits the current. Doesn't seem, it just through it like a longboat, doesn't seem to care that it gets wet. Right over top of it. Oh, crap. Andreas. What do you do?
I applied the bless incorrectly. I'm going to correct that first. Should have fixed it, I think.
There's an effect on you that says you're blessed, so I thought you're okay.
But I was trying to put it on Charwin and Blaster. Okay. So at this point, I will spend one action to extend the range of the bless by 5 feet.
Okay.
I will take a 5-foot step.
Now it looks like Blaster is out of range of your. Just so you know, it doesn't look like Blaster's in range of your bless just yet. So.
No, yeah, that's why I took the action to extend it to hopefully give him so he can move into it.
So it's it starts at 5, so it's at 10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5-foot step forward, and then strike with my warhammer.
Okay. Tracking that the snake watches Charwin but doesn't act, hoping this thing does not have attack of opportunity. Your gamble pays off. You step in and swing, batter, targeting IT, and away we go.
I will re-roll that with a hero point.
Okay, crits. Careful, guys. Crits, hits, and crits misses. Player with a name versus monster with a name. I will be pulling cards on both sides, just so you know. Very exciting, but just so you know.
Okay. Hero point. I have one.
Okay. Yes, you should all have one, I believe.
There we go.
Now Eric just burned his, okay? And then...
We'll try that again.
Dun, dun, dun. Swing and a miss.
And that's it for me.
You strike it, and it just curves around the angle. Like you can't, it just supplely, moves away. You know what I mean? Imagine a rope hanging from a ceiling, and you hit it with a warhammer, and it just coils away from the blow. Like the snake is not easily injured, but that's okay.
Snake. Slithers.
Not when you roll a 4 and a 5, it's not.
Nope, but that's okay. I'm perfectly capable of hurting myself, apparently, so you guys are doing fine. Which brings us to Blaster. Hearing the blessings of Bry, I'm pretty sure, I know you haven't been in the party very long, but I'm pretty sure he used this trick in one combat you're in, so you know to get close to him if you want pluses. Not to mention you have a better shot.
Not to mention I'm an automaton and Bri loves me.
There you go. You see, yeah, he's got the special filter. You can see the bride's love coming off him. You actually see the aura. Oh, must get inside the hugs. Must get inside hug radius. You go in it. Get in there.
Straight to the door.
Okay, that puts you inside radius of 10 feet. If you want to take the shot from here.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I have him targeted?
You do now. Go ahead. Dun, 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 dun.
25.
25.
Wait, what did I do? It says he's targeted, but it didn't.
Yeah, that's weird. That is very weird. Here, let me just... Okay. Let me pull that onto Bitey. Yep, there we go. Hit. And damage.
Six.
Nice. Max damage.
There you go. Well, max damage would be the fatal D10s, but hey, we'll take what we can get. Yeah, it's not tracking that either. Oh, I have to do it manually. I swapped the mini. I don't know why that would mess the mechanic of the, you know what I mean? Because it usually doesn't. I usually love sticking Devon Knight's minis in here on top of the pogs. So I'm very surprised that this is not working, but that's fine. We'll keep track of it. Old school style. 6 points. Shoot it. A wound opens up in the side of the snake. Bing! Somebody shot the rope.
And I reload, and that's me.
Okay. It's Bitey's turn. Well, focused on its closest. Okay. It slithers back to the south a little. Still keeping the dwarf in reach, but putting the dwarf between it and the water generating person as if it has just a little bit of intelligence. And oh, I think I went the wrong way. Sorry. Where are we here? Right. Sorry. It steps up. There we go. Moves closer. Or I should say diagonally. Here we go. Moves north and west. So puts distance between the dwarf and comes around. What is shooting me from the doorway? Seeing all three of you. One to move, it flares its hood menacingly at you. An emotional fear mental visual. Can I have a willpower save from all three of you, please?
$19 for Charwin.
12 for Andreas. Rolled a 2. So that's a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Here. 22 DC. Charwin, single fail. Valentine and Andreas, critical fail. Flare hood. Cobra flares its hood. Each non-Emperor Cobra creature within 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, that includes you. Even if I said I gave him +1, +2 for cover, you know, oh, it's in that room, it's not my room. Like, even trying to buff Valentine's save to be nice because he's sort of distanced from it, it's still not good enough. I'm afraid you would still suffer a full fail. Where are we here? Will 22, temporary immune for 1 minute. Otherwise, critical success, nothing. Success, frightened 1. Failure, frightened 2. Critical, frightened 3. We are rather worried, gentlemen, because these negatives are going to come on to your attacks. I move, I flare, and then I strike as my third action. Now, I'm going to give this thing a negative because this seems like it's an emotional fear. Like, it doesn't have the attack action, but still, it just seems like a dick move to impose something on you that's like an attack and then give me full bonuses. So at -5 from my third and final fangy trick, it tries to attack Andreas and misses. And then Andreas, because it's still your fault. Actually, we'll let Spiegler, because now I blame the gunman. Spiegler, give me a D8 of bleed damage for Mr. Snake. for Mr. Bitey. Not the we're on first name turns yet. 8. Nicely done.
8.
Yep. Definitely going to hurt myself to death. Rolling my save. Flat save. 7. Fail. Coming all the way around to Charwin. Round 3. Excuse me, Charwin, while I give you frightened 2, because you did better than these guys. Now, was it you that said I can just change the value?
Yeah, in the combat tracker of the effects, you can delete the 1 and
just put 2. Okay, good. You are frightened 2. Hopefully, I'll give you a -2. What do you want to do?
Oh, that's a good question. If I walked straight forward to the west, is any of that difficult terrain or only in the very northwestern part of the room?
If you see debris, I will call it difficult terrain. The gray open floor, you're good. As far as the map's concerned, even though I said there was crap everywhere, the only thing that's really hindering is the actual stones that you see. You know what I mean? I will say that this is not difficult terrain, but stepping into this one is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm not, like a tiny bit of color on the corner of a square. I'm not going to say difficult terrain, but when the square is completely colored in with, there are rocks in the square, then yeah.
Let's move 10 feet to the south of Andreas.
Okay.
Spread out a little bit, maybe.
Hmm?
And I will attack him with my spear.
All right. We got him. Yeah, you got him targeted. Let's see how this goes. Now, is that +1 for you?
You did sustain it, didn't you, Andres?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it's +1 still.
Okay, so yeah, it should have grown to 10 feet.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1, but I think I will re-roll that.
Yeah, I was going to say hero point, yes?
Yes, hero point. Try it one more time. Oh, I forgot the +1 again, but 13 probably wouldn't have mattered.
Nope. 12 is a crit miss because my AC is 22. So you miss, but at least you don't crit miss. So you're all right. No card today. You move, you strike. Did you want to strike again?
No, I don't think I do.
Did you want to move again? Did you want to continue to circle around this thing? It doesn't seem to be taking any attacks of opportunity. I don't know if you're going to try to move to flank it or something, or did you want to continue to move, or are you just trying to spread out a bit?
Let's see.
I mean, I suppose you don't want this thing between you and the door, I would assume, right? That would be bad.
I will go all the way west. I'll go all the way to the window.
Okay.
Because that's still an escape route for me.
Yep.
And then I can offer a flank potentially.
Mm.
And that'll be me.
Okay. Andreas, if you would be so kind as to step 5 feet north and west and draw a line straight through this, I will give you guys flanking, flat-footed, Pharasma, whatever you want.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming that's exactly what you were going to do. I'm just being a dick. Charwin called it flanking buddy. Oh, flanking buddy. Flanking buddy here.
No, actually, I wasn't going to do that, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, back you go. Sorry.
I was going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh.
And then raise my shield.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why that rolled.
Natural 1. Your spiritual weapon fizzes out. Oh, how embarrassing. You've never had performance issues in front of Bride before. She says it's okay. Happens to dwarves your age. Oh, you don't need to roll for that, do you?
No.
Okay.
Does it get an auto attack or attack on when you cast it?
So that's the problem. I don't know how to cast it. I don't know. I just clicked on one of the icons. There's a word that says cast here, and I clicked on it, and that came up.
Okay, so it probably did the attack for you. Can you read us the spell? What does it actually do? It invokes a...
I'll put it in chat. No.
Magic weapon, right?
Yeah.
Or was it spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
Okay. So spiritual weapon, you make a hammer, I'm assuming, of pure magical force, materializes and attacks your foes that you designate within range. So it's a floating force hammer,
Correct.
right? Dun 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 dun. Very cool. You can make anything you want. Your deity's preferred one. Does Brian have a
Light hammer.
preferred? Yeah, okay, because she makes stuff. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, that makes sense. Cast a spell. The weapon appears next to your foe within range and immediately strikes it. When you sustain the spell, you can move the weapon to a new target and keep whacking. So when you hit cast, and because you had a target, it actually flew that hammer. That's why it threw out the actual attack against Snake.
Oh, okay. So that was the automation taking care of it.
Yeah. Because
Gotcha.
when you cast the spell, it says it gets an attack. That's the good news. The bad news is it's a crit miss. So
Yeah, but the hammer missed, not Andreas.
yeah, I still go to spell, crit miss. You can't cast the spell again at any level until you rest and make your daily preparations. Caster block.
Any spell.
Cast this spell. This spell.
Okay.
So you cast the spell, it fizzles, there's interference, and you don't feel Bry's blessing completely leave you, but for some reason, mana storm, whatever's going on, you just don't have access to this spell again until you've rested. And that's kind of cool because it does seem like a weird mana effect. Like that's a good card for this setting.
Yeah.
Spell fizzles and bump up. So unfortunately it's a miss. But because you can't cast it again, it's not something you can sustain now and continue to whack away. So unfortunately the spell fizzles.
It stays for a minute. Duration
Yes.
is 1 minute. Oh, I see. Sustained up to 1 minute.
Yeah. Can't cast the spell again at any level until you... No, it doesn't say it fizzles. It just says you can't recast it. Would be a second casting. So it's up and running, but it's flickering. It's fading. You must use it quickly, for flavor. You feel that, you're barely holding on to the mana that keeps it stable, and you can sustain it and use it for your minute. But I'm just saying, like, once you put this hammer down, no pun intended, or in the spell, you do get that feeling that, like, no more spell until you rest, and, It would totally screw a sorcerer who has multiple castings of slots of like could just fireball a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what they were going for. Anyway, cool, interesting. And the snakes rolling ones, we're rolling ones. This is definitely what we call a pitched battle, ladies and gentlemen. Andreas brings us to Blaster Valentine.
Indeed, it does.
Okay.
But my shield is raised.
Yep. There's a little button on there for you that'll...
That's where I'm going to look for it. There it is.
He's searching desperately for the shield. Shields, Mr. Zulu. Okay. Mr. Valentine. With an AC of 22, I don't recommend you make it 23 all day long shooting through your friends. You might want to move your position. The battle is not going overly well for us. You need to dig in every little advantage you can get. Okay.
I'll move into the room.
And where?
And 10 feet south.
Okay. You're still in the range of its bless. So now instead of a -1 for shooting through him, give yourself a +1 from the bless, if I'm not mistaken, Eric. Your bless is up and running still, so he gets his little +1, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes, he's in range.
Yep. So what do you want to do? You move in, you still feel the hugs of Bree. Bring you love.
I'll fire another shot.
We bring you love and deadly aim. Okay. Shoot. Put yourself a little +1 in the mod, and off you go.
Target acquired.
Shoot him. 23. It is a hit.
It is a hit.
Yep.
But it's still not registering.
I don't know. I'm not going to waste pod air by...
Yep.
We were I don't mind talking about this stuff on air when we first run into it, but I just... 2 points.
damage.
Okay. I will apply that painfully and manually. You were loaded. You step into the room. You shoot. Last action.
Mm,
Do you actually have
just-
like a second pistol that you can fire? Or?
No, I only have one pistol,
okay,
and I
so-
have a long sword in my other hand.
Okay.
But I'll just reload
Yep.
for my last action.
All right. Do you need 2 hands free to reload in this?
For my specific gunslinger build, I have dual hit. Like I can reload with.
Oh,
weapons
right,
action.
right. It's the perks, right? Sorry, you're
Yeah.
not just a mere mortal. My apologies.
I try to add some flavor and say like my left arm, like I can like suck my hand in and then a blade comes out and it turns into a sword.
Not totally jazzed with being completely surrounded, the snake continues to weave and bob, drifting north, taking a 5-foot step up. And now there's 2 of you that have within striking. Sees you trying to get around it, and like any animal, doesn't like you trying to get behind it. It shifts its attention to Charwin all of a sudden after moving up and strikes at Charwin with a 19 for a critical. He gets to the window, turns around, he fakes him out, and this thing does 2d8 plus 8 piercing plus venom for a total of 4d8 plus 16. Charwin, he just fakes you out, and it just turns its head sideways, goes right for the neck, and gets the big vampire gouge, pulls away some flesh, and Charwin drops to the ground unconscious because of the hit point loss, let alone coming up to the cobra venom. And we will see you all next time.
Splurt, splurt.
I told you I was going to miss you. I didn't really mean to curse you by saying that, but I'm so sorry, Charwin. He's a fan. He's a favorite, I'm sure you.
It was exactly my hit points, too.